My name is Walter J. Borden Jr. and Earthright put in the solar panels for me first. Was very pleased with that. For some time, me and my wife, we would get little brochures in the mail about different solar companies. And I would just kind of look at it and throw them in the trash. But for some apparent reason, that one day, Earthright came in the mail for a seminar they were giving. And I brought it in the house and put it on the table. And basically, we were just going for the lunch, you know what I mean? And it was a good lunch. We had a good time. But it was interesting. Me and my wife were starting to leave. I believe it was Corey that stopped us and said, I was really impressed with some of the questions you were asking. He said, if you ever want us to come out and take a look at your property, we will. He said, just give us a call. And we did. And they did the observation, walk through, very thorough. That's what I liked about it. It wasn't no Russian type, trying to get you to do something, sign something, well, none of that. And I was waiting for it. Their workers are people-oriented. They come in, they do their job, they clean up, and what more could you ask for? I have no problem getting in contact with people. That's one thing I like about Earthright. You don't get put on hold. Well, we'll get back with you. None of that kind of stuff. You're gonna get an answer that day. And if you don't understand them, they'll break it down even lower for you to understand. They just don't play, man. This is about business. They handle it like that. And if a person is looking for a company to work for them like that, they got it. Now I'm getting a Tesla battery put in, and that's going to make this house even more sufficient. Sound like a win-win to me. I already had the panels. And when he said the panels would charge the battery and all work together, man, I couldn't beat that. And with the guarantees and things that came with this battery, the less I got to worry about, the better. I like things to work for themselves where I can go out and do other stuff. Different times, this area will lose power. And I mean, it get black out here. You know what I mean? And it takes a while for it to come back on. But now that I know I got this battery, this house is gonna run. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about it. Even if I go to work and come home and everybody else's house is dark, I know my two porch lights are gonna be on. My food ain't gonna spoil. I ain't gotta worry about none of that stuff. Quality, workmanship, dedication. I advise anybody, if you don't want a headache, go with Earthright.